Total coverage analysis feature from Insure++ will show you what lines of code were covered during the instrumented application's runtime. This allows you to see what blocks of code were tested and what was not tested, and allows you to give you more insight about your application. You can also use this information to compare the violation reported in Insura and look in the total coverage analysis results to see how many times this block was executed to understand the severity of the leak. To see the total coverage analysis, we would need to go to Insure++ toolbar at the top and go to TCA right here, and this will open up our TCA view. We then need to load the file, and this will be located usually either in your release or debug folder of where your instrumented application is. And once we selected the TCA file, we'll go ahead and open it. Now after opening, we can see that we actually have some results in here, the top three being Microsoft libraries and the bottom being our actual instrumented application. This is what we're very interested in. Double-clicking it allows us to drill down, and we can see now each of the instrumented files, and we can see what lines were covered. We can also see down here exactly what blocks were tested and how many were untested, as well as the percentage of that coverage. So drilling down further, it actually tells us now at a function level of what blocks were covered. And browsing it further, it'll actually bring up the source code and show us in a nice block of what blocks were covered. The 1 and the hits over here determine if this was covered, and the 0 determines, as also shown in red, that this was not covered. So using this information, you can actually compare it with the Insura violation report, so that way you can determine how severe this memory leak is in your running application.